Now, I wasn't going to talk much about UFC 302 to settle my grievances, but this needs to be brought up more. Dana White, who asked? Who asked about Jon Jones?
Tanner right here. Joe Rogan on the broadcast called Islam the perfect lightweight, and they're just the size, his style of fighting, just his fight IQ. I'm curious, like, where do you rank him in this pantheon of lightweights that we've seen over the years?
Yeah, I think he's, one of the greatest of all time. I think he's incredible. I don't think he's the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world. For anybody to call Islam the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world when Jon Jones is still fucking fighting is nuts and shouldn't be ranking in the pound-for-pound or doing any of the fucking rankings.
Wait. First off, why are you suddenly talking about Jon Jones and pound for pound when the reporter asked where Makhachev stacks up against other lightweights? Second, according to you, Dana, Jon Jones has never lost.
Going into the last round, I had Dominic Reyes 3-1 going into the last round. My kids are terrorizing me that the fix is in and how can this happen, Dad? Reyes won that fight. And the list goes on and on of people that are reaching out to me.
Why are we even talking about Jon Jones? No, seriously, why is Jon Jones even being mentioned right now? And when reporters do ask about Makhachev stacking up on pound per pound, why is only Jon Jones mentioned? Dana, don't you hate Jon Jones? Because we all know how you truly feel about Jon Jones. It's on file. By the way, Dana saying putting Jones and one other guy in the same room and Jones will clearly come out on top is clearly a lie. Jones versus Dominic Reyes happened. It's on UFC Fight Pass. Reyes beat the piss out of Jon Jones for the first 3 rounds. What do you mean Jones clearly walks out of that room alive? Are you trying to promote Jones versus Stipe? Because that's the only reason this should be brought up. And let me tell you guys something about Jones versus Stipe. No matter how hard you try to promote it, Dana White, nobody cares. Stipe Miocic is technically the greatest heavyweight of all time, but he has not won a fight in over 4 years, and he is now 41 years old. We thought Stipe Miocic retired 3 years ago after he got knocked out by Francis Ngannou. But for some reason, Dana White is trying to convince us that everyone gets better in their 40s after a long layoff. Oh my lord. And the comparisons of Jon Jones to Muhammad Ali. Like there's no difference between serving a suspension for protesting the Vietnam War and serving a suspension for PED abuse, according to Dana White. No, seriously, unless you're announcing Jones is a closeted gay or he's fighting Tom Aspinall, why are we even talking about Jones? What has Jones done anything good for you, Dana White, other than fail every PED test and cause problems outside of the UFC? Dana, I get it. You want to diminish Francis Ngannou's legacy by having Jones subdue the guy who is technically 1-1 with Ngannou. But this is just too much for this reason alone. Also, Makhachev literally beat the previous pound-for-pound best fighter on the planet twice in Alexander Volkanovski. And yet somehow Jones is the best pound-for-pound best fighter on the planet in your eyes after he subdued a part-time MMA fighter. Listen, if you want to know what I think about the pound-for-pound list, Islam Makhachev should be number 1 pound-for-pound. As much as I do not want Makhachev to beat all my favorite fighters, he's objectively the best pound-for-pound fighter on the planet right now. Because Jones has done nothing but get pregnant over the last 4 or 5 years. Makhachev has fought 3 times within the span of 2 years. Let me ask, when's the last time you've seen Jones ever do that? This is just giving me more reason not to buy Jones versus Stipe when it's announced in 2026. Because at this rate, Jones ain't coming back till Miocic is 1 foot in the grave. Anyways, like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in a few days campaigning for Sean Strickland's title shot over Israel Adesanya. Goodbye.